chaos time. So, we have a very special beginning for Witchlight. We are here with Baloo, and previously on Dragon Ball Z, um, um, you guys had just left the Dragonfly ride, and then you guys went to the carousel and got some information from the carousel in regards to the coven and whatnot. However, you guys decided to partake in some of the games, and you guys partaked in the toppling towers. Baloo absolutely dominated the fight along with the rest of the party. But as the fight ended and the sprites were going around giving the long rest candies, which, by the way, you did get a long rest, along with the candy, it actually did remove the two previous effects, not the most current, however, that you received from the Fey magic rolls. So, cat mews don't sound like battle cries anymore, and unfortunately I didn't get to have the children follow you like a Pied Piper. That was the plan. I had that plan, but however, the next person that speaks to you will be charmed by you. You are aware. Now the audience is aware.
The other way around. I am charmed by the next person who speaks to me.
You're charmed by them. Yes.
Yes.
Listen to what I type, not what I say. However, as you were eating your candy, your perception was high enough, and something caught your eye. You moved towards the left of the towers, and hold on, activating in 3, 2, 1. I realized I don't have a camera. 5 seconds. There we go. Should be good.
God, I love the whole lighting system or whatever that this has. It's so nice.
Thanks! I worked really hard on that! It's such a good system. I really love it. So you moved off to the left, not on the beaten path, because your perception caught the eye as someone you think you might recognize. Let's roll an extra perception just to see if you do recognize them. What you can see with what you currently have, you thought you saw a silver blue-haired elf.
Do I know a blue-haired elf? Flipping through my notes. Do I know a blue-haired elf and I'm being stupid? To those listening at home, it's been a couple weeks. I have not reviewed my information. I need to to double check.
DM has reviewed it extensively.
Thankfully, this is now my only D&D campaign currently, so I don't have to remember.
I have questions on that, but not here.
Off mic.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll let you find it. No, you're okay.
Through stuff. Have not rolled the other perception yet.
That's okay.
You said silver and blue.
Silver blue hair.
Silver blue hair, right? Yeah. Okay. Do I know male or female? Can I tell at this distance?
No.
Before doing the other roll?
No.
Got it.
You need the other roll. Yep.
Got it.
But the unusual hair color caught your eye.
Yeah. Golden, silver. Shit. Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright. And I will do that other perception roll. Woof. Do I want to wild magic this? That's... no, we'll take it on the face. That's 4 + 3, 7.
They're a male. You inherently don't recognize them anymore at this distance. You would have to get closer.
I would be willing to move closer if I've... Am I allowed to have a gut feeling that I think I know who it is and act a bit accordingly?
Yes, you can be suspicious.
Okay.
But
I would
you
like
have
to,
no confirmations.
Course.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to stealthily close distance, only as close as this tree if I can remain, or attempt to remain, sneaky.
Okay, you can certainly just to the tree, correct?
Yeah, I don't want to close any further than that, because that gets, like, into the tents and beyond out into the open, which don't want to go that far yet.
Okay, let's go ahead and give me a stealth, if you're all right with that. And allow me to describe the scene as you come upon the tree.
Fucking hell, 2 4s in a row. 4 plus 6, 10.
Okay, so as you move,
Is there anything... Wait, can I...
You said 10,
Sorry,
correct? You're fine.
I said 10. I was just checking if there's, like... Is there something I can do to assist that without hitting the... hitting the wild magic instantly, but,
But you already told me the number.
Shit, right, yeah.
So, as you move, there's nobody in this particular area because it's between the game and between, you know, the stalls. These are, you know, merchant shops, food. So as you move closer to the trees, there doesn't seem to be anybody that particularly takes notice of you. But you are now directly standing under a flickering lantern that has been placed in the tree. You're trying your best to stay hidden up against the bark, but you're there. You exist. As you look forward, you see that over here it seems to be a business stall to sell items, as well as this one. Twinkling lights, fairy lights, decorate the thoroughfare as you've seen throughout the rest of the carnival. It's very lively energy that's partaking as fairgoers talk and chat, eat food, are, you know, actively buying things for fun. Are you taking notice of that person?
I am, because I want to... I mean, ideally, I would like to try and confirm my suspicion of, is this who I think it is, or is it not who I think it is? Because if it is who I think it is, that might be a problem. It might not be a problem. I don't know.
Okay. That's lovely. So let's go ahead and let's see. I'm just trying to gauge your distance. So, would you like to roll me? You've got an option of rolling me another perception. You're not close enough to get advantage. But you can also give me an insight if you would like, if you want to see the demeanor of these people.
Can I... Okay, I'm gonna get a bit fancy with it, if that's all right.
You know, I live by rule of cool.
Well, I'm not even just rule of cool. Like, this is entirely as written. I was just verifying.
All right,
can I try and get behind this corner to break line of sight, and then I will use the steel mirror that I have in my pocket to try and, like, peek him around the corner with a handheld mirror. Just get a little bit closer.
So you would see about here, correct?
kind of. So I'm not sure. This is where you would determine how it works. I would be like sticking an arm out, holding the mirror, trying to look around the corner.
So, sorry, I'm a very visual, physical person, so...
No, you're good. So like, my body would be
tent.
hiding, but yeah, picture Perseus trying to look at Medusa.
You know what? I can give you a perception with advantage on that because it is a mirror. You can see a little more of someone. Yeah, we can do that.
All right. So, and just to be clear, like I'm trying to close to this. Yep. So I'll do stealth to close to that distance.
Yes.
And then that is a 14 plus 6, dirty 20.
Beautiful.
And then the perception... yep, sorry.
No, I was going to say you successfully do a tumble and roll right in there. Nobody notices. No sound was made. You make it there, and no one is the wiser.
And that is 10 plus 3, 13 on the perception.
Okay. So you are looking through the mirror, correct? At specifically, what are you trying to gauge? The individual person, the group?
I'm just moving. I'm just moving here on the map so that I can like see that or whatever.
Yeah, because I've got a wall there. Sorry. Yeah.
So, I am trying to see if I can identify this person. Because I am getting the rumbly in my tumbly that I know this person.
Here, move back on your spot.
Fancy. Then I'm trying to see if I can identify this person, and if they look like they're interacting or directly like with any of these immediate people to them, then like I'll glance at them, see like, do I know any of this? Like I'm looking at. I can't draw. I'm looking at. Oh, that is. That's how it draws circles. I'm looking at these people.
Okay, that's totally fine.
Most notably, this guy.
This guy.
But.
Okay, and your perception was a 14, correct?
13.
That was
10 plus 3, 13.
That was with the advantage.
Yes, I rolled a 10 and a 7, and I have a plus 3.
Okay, perfect. So as you look through the mirror, you actually, as you did your little tuck and roll, you get behind, you look in the mirror, you actually see that person having done a double take. As if they had been surveying the area and they had been looking in your direction, looked away, and then looked back. Like, maybe having seen something under the lamp from an earlier roll, but they saw nothing. They saw nothing now, and you got a clearer view of them in their face, and you see a very familiar face with I took some creative liberty. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I kept things semi-vague so that you could.
With a slight scar right on his cheek from an incident that you never could quite get out of your head, whose chest piece is still in your pocket, well, around your neck, and he seems to stare intently, looking, and it is, I hope I don't butcher this name, Eldrin.
Yes, Eldrin is correct, and asshole is clenched. So. Okay. Do I recognize his compatriots?
You... You know what? I'm trying to see if I want to make you roll or give it to you, and I think I'm just going to give it to you because you're smart enough to put 2 and 2 together, and your perception is high enough. You can't forget the face of the woman next to him. She taught you to read. She taught you common. She was rather kind to you. But their features are slightly not as you remember them. She looks the same, but the way she's carrying herself is a little different. Sariel? Did I get that right? Names are my worst thing. Yep.
Yep.
Sariel is
Okay.
standing beside him. And directly in front of her, speaking with the fawn, is indeed Thalion.
Oh, we got the whole fucking family. Okay.
Give me an insight, if that's okay, if I can ask that.
That is fun. You are God. You can tell me to eat shit and die. Please don't. But
not yet.
God, I am not on it tonight. That is a 6 + 1, 7.
I'm
oh wait, fuck! I already told you the number. Yeah.
Yeah. Roll me a d6.
2.
2. So you're only able to insight one of them. And it's her. You know, out of the 3, you spent the most time with her and him, not really with Thalion. She looks extremely sad. She looks worn down, tired. Whatever is happening over there, you're not close enough to infer with that. She looks worried.
3 of the family are here with the patriarch, and the baby is missing. Okay. So it's been like 9 years. I'm sure they don't hate me, right? Yeah, I gotta double check. Very common. Yeah. 5.5 years.
It's been about 9 years, I think, less.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to verify. I couldn't remember.
Yep, because the baby was an infant when you last saw her.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like I could have a conversation with Sariel, maybe Eldrin, and I think Thalion would rip my face off. You know, because I killed his mom. Oh boy. Okay. So what the fuck is that thing? That's an out of character question. That's
you can
fine.
ignore that.
Yep, I'll ignore that. That's fine. And I'll act accordingly, like I didn't see it. Okay. Oh, fuck! I want to get closer. How can I get closer? How can I safely get closer?
Do keep in mind this is a crowded thoroughfare. This is the most amount of tokens I've ever put on a map, because usually I asked you guys to Theater of the Minot, but I decided to help you out a little more. There is more people than what I've put on here, but yeah.
Of course. I would like to fully cloak myself, like as best I can, like, you know, full hood up, like cinch it a bit or whatever, you know, tighten up. And then I will move like here, and if there's enough space, like sort of squeeze between the tents, insert myself into the crowd in this area.
Okay.
Like sort of behind them a bit, like not moving there currently, but like here-ish. And then I would like to try and take the hide action amongst the crowds.
Are you Assassin's Creeding this?
I'm gonna try. I would literally like to Assassin's Creed, like, do the blend in act, take the hide action, and I am going to try first, before revealing myself, are they moving or are they standing there talking?
I would like a perception so you can figure out if they're about to move, if they are, are they talking, who's talking, who's not, because now you've gotten closer. You can see a little more. You've gotten much closer now.
That is a 16 plus 3, 19.
They seem to, at the moment, be standing still. From what you can see, Stallion is having a very passionate conversation with the fawn. And the other two, Suriel seems resigned, and Eldrin seems to be on alert.
Okay. Fuck, I wanna get... Okay. So, just giving you the overview so you can think about things while I'm figuring out how to do this. Goal is to get, like, closer in means of getting sort of behind them, like in this tent area back here. But crossing directly through the center feels spooky. But I also don't want to go this way and risk breaking line of sight with them if they start to leave and then I lose them. So I have my books. Then I have the pen, right? I have a quill. I have ink. I can't write. Fuck, I can't write. I forgot I'm not literate. I can read. I can't write. Okay, I'm gonna do something insane.
Okay.
That you probably didn't prepare for. I am going to take my old poisons book. Or no, I don't have my old poisons book. I
thought you did. You have a new one that you got.
I have the new one, the Venomous Volumes, a Compendium of Toxicology, first edition. I also have a copy of the Feywild Flora and Fungi Compendium. I forget why I got that.
Oh, I think it was just to be safe with the Feywild stuff. And I think you got a copy. I think you got a copy of your old one, but it's got updated like descriptions and whatnot. Did you not, or am I mistaken?
No, I did. That's the Venomous Volume. Like that's my big fancy one, and I don't want to risk losing that one.
Oh no, that'll be helpful. I didn't say that.
Fuck. Okay. I have. So I'm going through this. I've got a quill and ink, and okay, I want to I don't know if I want to make myself known. Because they probably want to kill me. Oh, shit.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
No, you're fine. You are absolutely fine. I apologize, I'm being so indecisive at the moment.
No, it's okay. Listen, there's nobody else here. This is your time. I'm having a good time.
Okay, yeah, that's the entire history with them, and then all I've got as far as Lyra is... Oh, hold up a fucking second. Lyra was with Sariel previously, before the abduction, or abduction in quotes. We don't know what happened to her, but a bunch of kids have gone missing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stay obscured as best I can here, and I want to observe for now. But I'm a nosy bitch. Okay, I'm gonna mingling with the crowd, trying to Assassin's Creed blend in. I do want to close by like 5 feet.
Okay.
And just...
So are you going to end up kind of like over here next to this lady and her owl? Or are you going to like...
I can sort of cross, and I'll be over in this area. I'll even have my tome out, and I'll be flipping through it, trying to look like in my own space.
Okay. To her right or to her left, also, I need stealth with advantage.
I guess from this angle would be to her left, so that she's in between me and them, to just try and like break line of sight a little bit.
Okay.
And let me roll that. That is 9 plus 6, 15.
Okay, lovely. And then I'm going to want an additional stealth. Straight.
Okay. No. Can I fake magic the roll? You're allowed to say no for story purposes. But
I'm trying to decide. Because it's not what you think.
I haven't said the number yet.
Let's say yes, because that is my table rule. Go ahead.
Okay.
But I'm also going to be rolling
That's a 21 on the reroll. For context, it was a natural 1 on the first one.
Okay. D100, please. I didn't even bother to pull that up. I will now.
Also, if for any reason this like completely fucks everything, we can go with the natural 1 because I am down to clown.
It's okay. No. Don't worry. Just give me
51, by the way.
51.
God, that face is always terrifying.
Since there's nobody else here, I'm going to tell you what it is. You are cursed with a mildly aggravating misfortune. Once per day, out of combat at random per the DM's discretion, you will make a skill check with disadvantage.
Does it have a duration?
These are until this is once per day, so per night. Essentially, you're at night. So I can use this once against you.
Oh, okay. Okay. You get to fuck with me one time. Fair enough. I get anti-inspiration. Got it.
You get a little misfortune for that extra roll you got, and you can't pay wild this one.
Yeah. Okay,
right.
fair enough. I'll take it. A 21 stealth to whatever that other, like, non-advantage stealth was.
Yep. All right, and I imagine you're trying to listen in.
Yes, I'm trying to close the distance to listen a bit better.
You're gonna have to give me that.
And still not.
Still trying not to be seen, correct?
Still trying not to be seen. I have, like hood up in the crowd, making sure I got some like people if I can, like got my book out, just
okay. So I hate to keep making you do perception rolls, but you've changed position. Fine. Give me another perception, just straight.
14.
Okay. So the issue is you're in a very busy thoroughfare. There's a lot of people. It's, think Disney. You're not going to immediately hear the entire conversation at 15 feet away. Unfortunately, you would have to get closer to hear the entire conversation. However, with that roll, you see that Aldrin is, kind of seeming on alert, scanning the crowd, actively looking. She is looking kind of resigned, and you can hear her say, please, let's just keep calm, but it's so quiet that you think you hear it, but you're not sure if that's just a memory of how you remember her. And you hear bits and pieces of Thalion, essentially, getting aggravated. He sounds aggravated. He sounds angry, just tearing into this fawn from what you can sort of hear. Has to know. He works here. He needs to listen to what we're asking. And those are bits and pieces you hear. We need help finding her. That's about the most you can make out. Do you continue to stand there out of curiosity?
One sec. I am pulling up the map. Is this tent something like labeled, or is it just a tent, or does it have a sign in front of it?
It does have a sign in front of it.
What does it say?
I'll give it to you. It seems to be Fiona, I believe. Where is my map? Hold on. Do I have it on my map, or is this one I made up after? That's a dining.
As long as I can read it. If it's in a language I can't read, that's fine.
Oh, it's
and if I'm too far, that's also fine.
It's got a beautiful ornate lettering up on top. It says Feymoon Creations.
Feymoon Creations. Fancy.
The inside has not been built.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Blue will I don't.
As you're
I'm like at
standing,
the minimum distance that I want to go.
as you're standing there, which tome are you reading?
I am reading my my fancy one, Venomous Volumes, a Compendium of Toxicology, first edition, signed.
Lovely. As you're there in your indecision and you're trying to figure out how to get closer, a voice comes from the lady beside you. It's a rather accurate book, I must say.
Oh. Like Baloo in character, like the
If yes, it is. It's quite well. What's the word?
Written.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Written. She's trying to help you fill in a
Oh.
blank.
No, trying to not elaborate. What's the word for it's very full. So we'll just
It's quite
Voluptuous.
well. Your voluptuous bushiness. No. No, it's quite well developed. There's a lot of really good information in here to keep people safe.
Yes, it's very bold of you to be reading it.
Is it a crime to read?
No, it's not. It takes courage to step forward.
Baloo will straight up do like the animal, like, huh? Like the 45-degree head cock.
Also, she talked to you.
Motherfucker. Oh, fuck. Okay, let me remind myself what the exact parameters of the charmed condition are.
Yeah, same.
A charmed creature cannot attack the... Wait, where'd it go? Cannot attack the charmer. Cannot attack or instigate any harmful abilities or magical effects. And the charmer has advantage on all social ability interactions with the charmed.
Yep.
So if they're persuading me or lying me or anything like that, they're in a very fortuitous position.
You know.
Okay, understood.
Let me give you a quick description, by the way, of the woman beside you.
Oh yes, please.
She seems to be an elf. You can't quite place what type of elf, but she is lovely, absolutely lovely. Green leather and flowing robes are clad her body. Her hair has a laurel of flowers upon her head. She seems wise. Her features, she has brown, almost reddish hair, and striking green eyes. The bottom of her robe is adorned with golden embroidery of trees and plant life. That's what you see closest to you. And on her hip is a small bag. It seems to be a bag of holding, almost as if she was out shopping and whatnot. And she is regarding you with a curious smile.
And just making sure this party is still here. He is still chewing the
Yes.
ram out, trying to get
Yes.
in.
Yeah. Not
Got
get
it.
in, but yes.
Well, yeah, get the message.
Yes.
And okay. Okay. Blue will ask upon hearing that it takes courage to step forward.
What do you mean by that? If anything in particular?
I mean, it's always about something in particular when you choose to step forward and conquer things. Like you're trying to conquer the book, I imagine.
I mean, I suppose in a way, like I like to try and learn everything I can, and know my craft a bit better.
Yes, but sometimes it doesn't matter how well you prepare. If you don't confront it head on, I mean, you're never truly challenging it, are you?
I feel like the universe is sending me a message.
I mean, it's very easy to run. I can offer you solace so you can confront it at a different interval, but sometimes postponing it is not the wisest of decisions, Blue.
Blue will just very slowly close the book and just tuck it away.
How do you know my name? I mean, that's not my name. But how, if it were, how would you know my name?
She'll
Set in character, straight like that.
Yep. She'll put a finger to her lips and kind of very playfully go, I know a lot of things. Don't worry, Lou. Your secrets are safe with me, as are your friends.
Not breathing at all. So, okay, Myth knows a lot of things. I have a question for you, if you'll entertain it.
Oh, I do love to see what people consider entertainment.
Do you know who those people are?
Pointing subtly to them.
The elven folk in the blue robe.
Do I know them personally? No. Do I know who they are to you? She'll just smile.
Does the term the Hourglass Coven mean anything to you?
Oh, yes. Your dear friend Kess is already in charge of that little situation for me. I'm sure he'll catch you up when you all speak. But yes, I am very well aware of the coven. I mean,
Sorry, out of
Okay.
character. Like, I'm trying to think. I think they're looking for Lyra, and if I try and initiate a conversation with them, I want to be able to tell them with some level of confidence that I know where she is, so that they have a reason not to just axe me on the spot. But...
that's okay. You can keep talking to this strange lady.
And I know, like, what you lost took her, it watches, she is with it. Eladin's lair, which is in Yawn, and it has to do with the Hourglass Coven. So I know that she's at Eladin's lair, as far as Baloo is aware. I think, if I have that information correct from the unicorn. Unless I took those notes down wrong.
You were given information, but not all the information connects the way
what you think you're missing, you're not. It watches you. Bavlorna watches it. Bavlorna cared for it. It's no longer yours, I think. She lies within hither, so be careful. She's allergic to seeing someone run in Widdershins. You can ask one question. Where is Lyra? What you lost took her. It watches. She is with it.
Yes.
Okay. Then I know that a bunch of kids have been getting kidnapped, and oh boy, do I just jump to some conclusions in hopes that it doesn't get me killed.
Can you do me a favor?
I can certainly do you a favor if you'll do me one.
As the customs of the Feywild recommend, I can certainly do that. I'm going to... what am I gonna do? I'm going to step off the road behind the tent. If I hand you a folded piece of parchment, will you hand it to the woman?
I certainly can.
And tell her to meet me behind the tent. Please.
I can certainly do that. But you will owe me.
I can pay you
No.
if that's what you would like.
No. Gold is it's no matter to me. It's a trifle. Really. How about a favor for a favor?
What would be your favor?
How about I let you have your moment of research, and I'll hang back. And we can have this discussion after. I mean, I have to make sure you're not killed, after all. Favor from a dead person is rather difficult to get back.
Because I'm stupid, what do you mean?
She's kind of alluding to, like, if you die, like, it's not worth it for me to waste my breath and tell you about my favor right now.
Oh, so you're just gonna do it, so I'm, like, properly in debt to her. Speaking with the IRS, I got it.
Yeah, so, like, essentially she's saying if danger happens, she's nearby.
Fair enough. Appreciated. Then in that case, I will take out Lyra's missing poster. And I will fold it up just like half and half, so it's like you can't see what's on it.
Mm-hmm.
and that will be the piece of parchment that I hand to her. And then the game plan is I will, if I can, go around the far side, around the back of this tent to like around the back to just out of sight of the crowd, like back here-ish.
Okay. Where did you go?
And then over here.
Oh, I know what's
I'm up here.
happening. No, I know exactly what's happening. Hold on. I know what's happening. This way. And this way. There we go. Sorry, had to just move the camera a little bit.
No, you're fine.
But, yep.
Yeah, and I'm sure this is gonna bite me in the ass, but let's go.
Fuck me up, DM. Proceeds to fuck you up. This is gonna bite me in the ass.
Always.
We're giving a pause for the moment. As you wait, let me describe this area back here. So this is very obviously kind of a staff-only area. It kind of seems just part of the forest. You can see off to the right, there are lights out onto that lake and more lights onto the river, but it doesn't quite reach the shore. You see the gondola swans are kind of taking place over there. There seems to be a lot of livelihood, but this moment right here, it's kind of quiet, kind of private. You know, this might be where staff take their breaks, kind of just quiet moment away from the hustle and bustle of the carnival. And a couple moments pass, and you do distinctly see the bird that had been with her kind of perch itself up onto the rope within view. And a couple more moments do pass before you see not just her, but all three of them.
Shit. I didn't use the word alone in the request.
No. No.
And now I have removed myself from public view before I get shanked in a back alley.
Out of curiosity, are you standing there in that darkness? Just
is this actually like dark over here?
Yeah. So continuing the
okay.
description. Only light is coming from a lantern that is placed on this character.
Got it. Okay. I misinterpreted. Yes.
That's
Got
okay.
it. Okay. If I can be hidden, I would like to try to be.
Yeah. And these three are stepping out into where the light is, expecting somebody there. I will need a stealth, however, though.
That is fine.
We're
that
gonna
is 10
roll
plus
with
6,
disadvantage.
16. You dick. That is 6 plus 6, 12.
Okay, and one moment as I roll. Are they really? Fuck. Yep, nope. So they don't manage to see you.
Okay.
And she's kind of leading, holding the poster, and she is quickly looking around. They said to meet here. We have to take any opportunity. And Thalion is very angrily, and I keep getting anxious about their names if I mispronounce, sorry. Thalion
No, you're fine.
is just, this is a waste of time. There's nobody here. He's a little quieter. He's looking, observing, looking at the darkness. But he does not see you. Mm-hmm.
I can do this as a cantrip, right? He's looking at me in my direction right now, but doesn't see me?
Yes, and it's too dark for him to quite see.
I would like to very quickly cast and dispel like just in a little blink, I would like to hold up the chess piece and light cast and then dispel cast light on the chess piece.
Okay, so giving away your
While
position.
he looks to him looking at me.
Okay.
If possible.
Yes.
If he just immediately is like, guys, and then fuck it. But
No, but I just gotta roll to see if their peripheral catches it. You can do that and he will see you because he is looking. But the other two
fine.
are in heated discussion, so he does not.
I'm also seeing if he
She
can
does.
fucking. Yeah, I'm also seeing if he can see a chess piece with that level of definition from 25 feet away. But
Remember, they have better eyesight. It's just that it's kind of dark. You're on purpose still stealthing.
yeah,
So he does see it, and she does see it. Sorry, I have to see. I gotta feel it out.
no, you're fine. You're fine.
He's going to quietly step forward, too curious for his own good. And you hear just the quiet whisper of Baloo? She turns her head toward that flash of light because she did see it. Wait, there was something there. And Thalion turns as well. What?
Motherfucker.
And she kind of pauses, not really responding. He steps forward. Show yourself! I do not have time for games! Give me just one moment. One moment.
You're good. I'm thinking about how to respond to that.
That's okay. I'm trying to figure out if this is the right one, and it is. And is this the right one? Do I turn off? This one I turn off. Okay.
Okay, so let me. If I do.
Okay, the music's still kind of low. Let me drop it a little. Update it. There we go.
Wind, unarmed. Other. Yeah, martial arts. Key, step the wind. Amphibious, poison, standing leap. Water dependency. When I jump 25 feet without a start. So,
Oh.
Fuck it. I put myself in a very not fortuitous position. God, if it isn't the foreseeable consequences of my own actions. Baloo is going to try and stealth just a bit closer to Eladrin.
The darkness is your friend, I will allow.
And then B, I'm going to try and whisper in a very hushed tone.
They come in peace. I think I know where I am. But I also think that Thalion will kill him. Am I safe?
Eldrin's going to look at you to the question. You're close enough because how your distance is close enough, you can kind of see his expressions. You both have some dark vision. You can see when you say you think you know where Lyra is, you see him kind of perk up and like there had been all this worry, all this fear, and then the whole, Thalion might kill me. He kind of nods at that. And he goes, Thalion, wait, just wait. And he very angrily, he still cannot see you. I rolled and the motherfucker still can't see you.
He's a great hunter. He's got poor eyesight, needs glasses.
Oh my god, don't tell me that. I already built an optometrist. For Anavir, listen. He's gonna call out very angrily, slight growl, and because I'm Tomb, I cannot growl, so just imagine that. No, I will not wait. Cast light, do something, and come out of the shadows. He's very on edge. He's just getting more and more aggravated. And she kind of steps forward. Can you help us, please, whoever you are? Please. But, she gets kind of shoved back a little bit, like arm wrapped around her waist and pushed back by Thalion.
Okay, do I flex on the jock? Because he's an asshole.
You can do that. But Eldrin seems also, you're close enough to see he seems conflicted, he seems confused, looking between his brother and looking between you. He hasn't cast light or anything yet.
If I, Baloo, because if I remember correctly, and I put this down, I kind of had a positive relationship with Sariel.
Yes.
At least until the incident, and Baloo doesn't really know what happened after that. But, Baloo will, yeah, no, Baloo's just gonna out with it.
I think I know where Lyra is, but I want you to apologize to her first.
Oh, shit.
And then I will throw myself.
Yeah, but you're talking with your voice and everything.
I don't have a way to, project my voice differently in any way.
No. I know, but I'm just finding it really funny because he's rolling like shit.
Did he not hear me?
No, he heard you. He just, in his anger, in whatever, has no idea what the fuck you are. And he kind of shouts out, I do not have time for your fey trickery. You come out here and tell me where my sister is now. And he will draw a dagger. But Soriel seems to almost... Ooh, I'm getting feedback. There we go. I fixed that.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. Soriel seems to almost kind of, her eyes go wide and she kind of... You can see she recognizes the voice. She recognizes and she grabs his arm and just like, no. And she's kind of waiting, and the expression she pulls out is one that you've seen before when she was waiting on you to show up for lessons. Very much, very patient, very do not keep me waiting, but come along, kind of expecting you.
Baloo is going to take the extra fabric sort of his robe and pull it around his hand so that it's safe to touch, and he's gonna step up to Eldrin and or Eldrin, and like hold out his hand. If Eldrin will take it, he does not have to. I'm just offering.
He kind of looks at you, and there is a mix of confusion, of remembrance, of kind of questioning and sorrow, but he takes your hand. He does take your hand.
And then Baloo will... Yeah, you can of course finish, I'm sorry, but Baloo is intending to walk towards Thalion and Sariel, in hand with Eldrin.
Yep, and he is leading you, and he is walking you into the light more so, and they're both stepping back to kind of give you guys some more light. She's kind of dragging him back by the arm, but he does have you step into the light. Beauty and the Beast moment. And
Hi,
you...
Sariel. I've kept up with my reading.
And...
That will be Baloo's first words is, "Hi, Sariel, pause. I did keep up with my reading."
And as one moment, because my Foundry is being dumb. As you step out into the light, Sariel kind of touches kind of her chest and just kind of like in awe and in shock. And I also may have switched up the music a little too soon. And Eladrin keeps on holding your hand and kind of sidesteps almost in front of you, like there's a foot in front, almost as if just in case, kind of defending you.
And this is why I got the insurance policy of the missing child.
But as she kind of just looks at you and stares, kind of holds her hand to her chest, and she kind of nods at your question, like as if she's about to say good. And I switched the music a little too soon because I didn't think, you know.
You're fine. You're fine.
Boundary, there we go. You know, the other two are kind of shocked to see you. You know, there are a lot of feelings involved. This guy, though, this guy charges right up at you, and if it were not for the fact that his brother is like half shielding you, he would have grabbed you. His brother kind. Oh, sorry.
I was like, if you want to let him try, he can certainly try.
Well, his brother kind of positioned himself to kind of body block him a little bit. He's not going to fall over at the moment, but he might in a moment. But he kind of positioned himself to kind of body block him. And Thalion, my bad. All the names. Thalion kind of just comes up and goes, "Murder! How dare you show yourself, and you've taken Lyra too?"
I cannot technically discredit the murder claim, but I did not take the child.
You can't
and also, you killed
anything.
a large portion of my family. Well, technically you didn't, your parents did. But...
And that's the way of the world, but how dare you show your face? And as he is screaming at you, look, you know, dagger is still in fucking hand. His brother has let go of your hand and is kind of like, I can't do this. I like pushing on his brother. You hear something that you've never heard before, like ever. And you hear Sariel yell. Absolutely, like, scream, yell. Enough! Enough! All of you! Separate! Dispatch! And, as she's screaming, you can kind of see kind of the magic building around her. It's very visual. She looks ready to go to town to something. But the screaming catches the boys off guard, and I imagine yourself as well.
Oh yeah. That's the equivalent of first and middle name has just been shouted across the house.
Yep. And that's kind of how the boys are kind of reacting, and they kind of step aside, and he looks at her and he goes, "How dare you?" And she shouts out, "How dare you? This has nothing to do with your mother. We will deal with that at a later date. This is about Lyra, and I want to hear what he has to say. So silence yourself, child!" And he does listen to her. He does kind of quiet down, kind of back up, like, the fuck, Auntie just yelled at me. And it goes quiet for a moment. Everybody quiets down. The only thing you guys can hear in this silent pause is the rushing of the water behind you, the effects of the carnival up above, but you feel miles away from there. This is a whole other world right now. And as she takes a breath to kind of recuperate and kind of breathe after she yelled, she looks to you and addresses you. "I'm rather glad that you kept up with your readings. You know of Lyra?"
So, yeah, I know something, and also I understand that you may know something. Before I tell you what I know, I was told you were at the bookstore. Well, actually, you pointing at Albert, were at the bookstore with her a few days ago. What happened since then? When did she go missing?
It was not a few days, but a week since. I need to sit. Come. And she will kind of move over to the stump, and she'll kind of sit down. Eldrin will kind of shuffle. Dalian will stay the fuck over here, looking like a petulant child, arms crossed, pretty angry. And you can kind of see him fuming. She'll kind of sigh and look at Baloo. Eldrin and I, we have been to this carnival in the past with the children, and, well, me and my sister had been here before with the children. Before she was born. We figured it was a high time to visit it again. She had never been, and it's almost a rite of passage within the family to go to the Fey-like carnival. It was a normal day. She was with Eldrin when it happened. You can hear growling coming from the jock. And Eldrin kind of speaks really quietly. We were in the Hall of Illusions. We got our tickets punched, and we went in. To be honest, I thought I saw you. But the mirrors were so confusing. It was different beings, much smaller than you. I turned the corner and she was gone. We searched and we searched and we haven't stopped since.
The information that I have is we believe. I can at least confirm for safety that wherever she is well. Who or what took her, I was told that their name is Lorna, and they are something to do with the Hourglass Covenant. I'm here with a handful of people, and we're trying to find some of Lyra's far from the only child who has been taken. We are trying to rescue.
Eldrin is going to nod at your words. We did not have a name to the captors, but we were aware of the other children, and that's where we are drawing rather an upset. And Sariel's going to kind of sigh and nod, kind of allow Eldrin to continue to explain. She seems very tired. Eldrin will express and be like, all the other children, when they went missing, either did not have a ticket to the attractions they were going in, or did not get it punched, or they did something naughty, took something, fought. But I know you might not believe it. She was an infant when you saw her last, but she was a very sweet girl. She didn't steal. There was no fighting involved. Our tickets had been punched. I didn't even have her ticket on me. She did. She had her wings. They were blue. Sariel will speak. Baloo, I recognize that our relationship and your relationship with this family is rather complicated. And I apologize for the grievances of the past. But Lyra, I know. And I, unlike Thalion, do not hold what was done against you. But Lyra did you no harm ever. We just want her home. This is not an order. You can refuse me. But might you consider a favor owed and a favor given to helping us find and bring her home?
I am not of the Fae, and would not ask for payment. I'll find it. Or, damn it, I'll pay with my life potentially crime. But as tumultuous as the years were, you all are some of the only family that I ever had. And yes, there's a lot of really problematic history there. But if nothing else, but for the two of you, you're roll with time. I'll do it
While you're speaking, there is a scoff behind you because he's a dick, and I have to remind you he's a dick. But Aldrin will smile at that, and Sariel kind of touch her chest and kind of nod, and she'll offer her hands to you. Kind of cupped, kind of like this, to kind of take your hand in hers.
Blue will like look at his hand, like do the sleevey thing again, and then sit my hand in hers.
She'll kind of hold it, kind of pet your hand with her thumb, and just very earnestly, like, getting on your level, which is something that she only did a couple times in your memory, and her sister never did. But she'll get on your level and go, I do not ask for you to pay your life for hers, but I thank you for helping bring her home. And I know that you are not Fae, but you are free, and you deserve to be given the same respect and courtesy. And we will repay the favor by making that freedom official.
Have I just been offered royal pardon? Blue, like in this somber moment, like eyes will light up a bit when he hears that. I'm checking my info one last time. Yeah, da, da, da. Da, da, da.
That would be an honor. If I may request an alternative, do you all still have my sister?
Hold on. I didn't prepare for that.
So I was brought there with two sisters. One was
Yep.
killed.
No,
The
I
other
know.
was still there when I left.
No, I
Because
know.
she was a fighter.
No, I know. She'll kind of sit quietly and pet his hand. Repeat the question just so I know how to respond. Do you still have my sister?
If I may offer an alternative to my freedom, do you still have my sister?
Oh, Baloo. No, we do not. But I can find where she's gone, if need be. My sister handled that sale. But I can find her.
Damn, I was prepared for a lot of different answers. I don't know why I was not emotionally prepared for she handled that sale. Damn. That was a knife twist. Okay. Well.
I wasn't prepared for that question.
No, that's fair. That was a solid answer.
I was prepared, but I wasn't prepared for you asking that.
No, that's fine. I mean, we were purchased and kept as exotic pets. It is entirely reasonable to lead to that. I was just not expecting it.
Almost spit.
Okay.
If you're able to find out about that, I would appreciate it. If anything you can find. But even if nothing, I will still be working night and day to bring Lyra back.
Thank you.
Have my word.
And I will do everything I can to see what she did with her. I found it rather... I had my own opinions, but I found it rather cruel what was done. I will see how we can make amends.
If you don't remember, it's plebe. Or
I did it.
plebe, I guess is the tech.
That's if that's still their name.
That is if that's still their name. It's been a bit. All right.
Is anyone else from the family here?
If
Or
any,
just 3 of you?
Sorry, I'll kind of shake her head. And of the main family, immediate, just us. We are the only ones looking for her. Others are handling estate affairs. I have not meditated in 3 days. We have not rested in quite a while. Bad things happen to children taken. We don't wish for anything untoward to befall her. Eldrin will kind of cut her off, but not in Prismere. Prismere protects children. It's made for children. She might be all right, Sariel. And Sariel will kind of shake her head, and we don't know that. Look at the changes in this carnival. It was not as it was 100 years ago.
What do you mean by that? What?
Well, when I was a child, children did not go missing as often. It's only been the last few times it's happened. But time in the Feywild is relatively strange. So the floor is yours if you have questions.
Looking at Eldrin, if I apologize for my curiosity, but I know it's been much time since I've seen you. What's the scar from?
That was me and that side context. That was me and my creative decision. That's from your sister. That's from the attack.
Got it. Okay.
Retracting. Because that was me and my. Because I imagine a frenzied person attacking somebody else is not aiming for, non-facial features.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's a scar right about here, just going down.
So, in search for this Lorna, we know that she is hiding in Beyond, allegedly with the children. Do you know how to get there from the carnival?
Eldrin shakes his head. No, we have not found out. The only thing we've heard about, figuring out how to get into Prismere. I don't know of this yawn, but to get into Prismere, only Mr. Witch and Mr. Light know how to, and we have yet to be able to seek an audience with them. And every time we try to go, hold on, to the Big Top extravaganza to try to speak with them, we're blocked.
Do you mean locked?
Only performers can go down onto the stage to speak with them. Only those that catch Mr. Light's eye deem a private audience. Doesn't matter that there are children's lives at stake.
When I have an idea, and when the hour, when we reach the Big Topic Extravaganza hour, be there in the audience. I will do my best to get you that audience with Mr. Witch or Mr. Light. I can't promise it, but I have an idea.
Sorry, I will say, well, you and Eldrin were rather clever children. So, we will be there. We will do as you say. She's still petting your hand, by the way. She hasn't let you go.
Okay. You understand? Go with Mr. Light. Bing bang bosh. Sorry.
Okay. You two go rest. I will get her back to you post-haste. You have my word.
She's gonna lean forward and kind of kiss the top of your thing, which is something that they don't do often. This is like she's being like showing you the same level of respect that they would show other people.
She's emotionally surrendering herself.
Essentially, she exhausted level like 3 levels almost. And she'll kiss the the cloth, but she'll kiss your hand and she'll kind of whisper almost a blessing toward you, and thank you. I'm sure we will speak again at the extravaganza. Eldrin, let's find somewhere a little better lit and let's sit and rest. I cannot take much more of this. And there's just growling behind you. He's not happy. He's trying to keep his mouth shut, but the asshole behind you's unhappy. But Eldrin will kind of take her hand, like put a hand on her back and be like, "Yes, Aunt Sario. Blue. It is good to see you."
Good to see you as well. We'll talk more soon about the lot.
You have to bring the
I'm
missing
sorry.
piece.
Blue will like hold it up slightly, still tied to his neck. It's like,
When I find Lyra, they'll bring it back.
He'll kind of respond and nod. He's like, nobody's been able to play with that set with me. It's just you.
oh, I feel like a dick.
But he'll kind of nod and escort his aunt, who just so exhausted. And they're moving slowly, but I'm moving them out of frame, moving them out of picture. He remains.
Yeah.
He'll keep his arms crossed, and he kind of very firmly. They may be soft enough to forgive you, but I am not. If you don't return with my sister, I will burn everything you love to the ground. And I will make you watch before I kill you myself.
I would expect no less. You'll see her again.
He's gonna scoff, but he's gonna nod and walk away and join the other two.
Just a dash of snark, because I'm sure he could cave my skull in.
Yep. They're out of view, out of focus. They've left to join. The bird flies over, and it speaks to you. Boy, that was tense.
You can talk.
Yeah.
I handled that okay. Hey, what's your name, little guy?
You asking how he's doing?
No, I asked him what's his name, little guy.
Oh, I'll kind of who, and he'll go, Hermes. Oh, you spoke, but I didn't hear anything.
Oh no, I just said, huh, Hermes.
Yep, Hermes. She will walk up behind you. Well, and how did that go?
Sorry, one moment, writing notes.
That's okay.
W/L. Okay.
Well, I'm alive, so better than I expected. Call that a resounding success.
I believe so. I believe you've conquered a little bit.
Now just to find Lyra.
Yes, that will prove a difficult task. But you aren't
Wouldn't know where
alone.
she is, would you?
Oh, no, no, no. I don't concern myself with matters of the coven. Yes, no.
Like, the covenant.
Oh, absolutely. I know what the coven is. They've taken over Prismere.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would
Sorry.
they be the reason that no one's been able to reach, I don't have her name written down. Sibylla. They be the reason that no one's been able to commune with Sibylla in a while.
Oh, yes, rather. I forgot. You haven't spoken to your friends yet. But yes, Zybilna is, indisposed, I think is the right term. Frozen.
I thought you were just saying dead.
Oh, no, 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 no. Nobody can kill Zybilna. No, not those three hags. That's why they just froze her.
Didn't know you could do that with a deity.
I said Zybilna's a deity.
Sibylla's like a patron deity.
Oh, sweetheart, she's a glorified fairy godmother. A deity. Oh, if you do what I ask, well, if your whole little group does what I ask, I'll have to tell her this. Hmm.
But, so wasn't your request?
Ah,
But
yes.
you did help me, and thank you.
You're very welcome, darling. My request is rather simple. For you, and only you, so very shh, hush hush. See, Sibylla and I have a complicated history. We're not enemies. No, no. Just complicated. I'd like you to take something from her palace. Bring it back to me, if you will.
Okay, what do you want? Also, wait,
Am I allowed to inside check if I think she's deceiving me, or does that
you
violate the
can
terms of charmed? can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. Okay, so I think I can still insight check that first statement and see if they actually are enemies.
Yes,
She just
but I think
has
you're rolling on disadvantage. Yeah.
It's either I roll on disadvantage or she counters with advantage, whichever you prefer.
I like countering.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll straight insight, and you'll counter with
Advantage.
the advantage of whatever the applicable item is.
Yeah.
So I roll the 14
Okay.
on insight. On is she lying and are they actually enemies?
Well, you beat me out because that was the highest was a 9.
A.
Beat me out on that one. There seems no malice in her words. She does seem very genuine about wanting Zybilna back, about telling her about the really funny joke that you thought she was a deity. She does seem to kind of want Zybilna back. And the whole, like, we're not enemies, it feels like it's not a lie, but it's like kind of like embellished a little bit.
Like, I don't want to kill her or dethrone her or anything. I would like to ruin her day.
Yes.
Like,
kind of fuck around and find out.
Got it. Okay.
That's the insight vibe check.
What do you need me to steal?
Within Zybilna's room, on her vanity, she keeps an orb beside a crystal mirror. I would like, if possible, if you can take the mirror. And if you manage to grab the bauble as well, there might be something special for you. But it's up to you. What I truly need is the mirror. It's a small handheld thing.
What do you want?
I believe I didn't ask what you wanted to speak to them about.
Very fair. Very fair. Will you return them in the future?
I mean, that remains to be seen.
Okay.
Lovely. I'm very glad we can create this arrangement.
I feel like, talking out of character, I feel like I've been putting a little too much thought into Baloo's moral compass, because, like, he tries to be a good boy, but he's not necessarily, like, a super intelligent fella. He's a little smart, but he's not crazy intelligent. He's not, whatever, so maybe I should reel him back in just a little bit in the role play and just allow him to just be like, okay.
In this case, I think that's it works, and she'll kind of go, "Oh, that's lovely." Well, I'm very glad we can help each other out. I'll be around the carnival if you need anything else. And I do look forward to you toppling the coven. They've been quite a nuisance.
What did you say your name was again?
I didn't. You didn't ask.
I know, I was just being polite.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Well, Lou, you can call me Cersei.
Does she like dragons? No, sorry.
Well, Thursday, I will do what I can to pick up that mirror and the orb as well. If I can.
Well, I'm very glad. By the way, just real quick fast, Cersei is spelled C-I-R-C-E. Because I know you were thinking Game of Thrones, but no, wrong spelling. You can Google that and I'll laugh.
Well, I was gonna say Cirque, like Cirque du Soleil, but Cirque is spelled with a Q. Oh, I didn't realize this is how this is spelled. I immediately thought of this goddess. She was Oh.
Baloo doesn't know that, but you do.
No,
Kiss had a similar reaction.
Uh-oh. Anyway.
Oh, goodness. She'll kind of nod down to you. Well, I really must be getting back to my errands and back to my hut. Your friends. They're by my friend, the fortune teller. They were just delivering a lunch I had made for her. I couldn't make it to lunch with her today. It's a rather complicated day, you know. Tasking you children and everything.
Fair enough. I will go meet them at the fortune teller's hut. And I will, as you asked, tell no one about the favor. And it's been lovely. I will keep you in mind. Thank you.
Fantastic. Keep an eye for Hermie or I. We'll be around. Toodaloo-baloo.
I like how that sounds, toodaloo-baloo.
I do too. And as she says toodaloo-baloo, you feel the charmed effects come off, like turn off. Like she had the ability to remove it at any time and chose not to. And I imagine you gather yourself and make your way out to the rest of the party?
And I will gather myself and make my way out to the rest of the party. Yeah.
As you make your way back into the thoroughfare, you find yourself back amongst the lights, the sounds, and the festivities of happiness and joy throughout the carnival. But you find your eyes wandering to the dark corners between the tents, to the darker things that could be happening behind the scenes, as you hurry and make your way to your friends. And with that, we end until we start session next in a couple
days. Did I see the bird or the cat? Did I see the bird or the cat?
No. You see nothing.
Oh.
That's just me embellishing and giving you a mindset.
Oh, fair enough.
Just to end us on something fun.
No, I was thinking about, like, do they need to know about the bird and the cat? No, they don't need to know about that. That'd probably make me look worse in their eyes. They don't need to know about that problem.
Not yet. All right. And then I'll stop recording in 3, 2, 1.